Hey race fans, you can see we're here with the hammer, Joey Leavel, driver of the 8L out of Waynesboro, Virginia here. Joey, 2010, you followed the Steel Block Bandit Series. You picked up a win at Beckley Motor Speedway. Where do you see yourself in 2011 coming in now that you've had some experience with the series?
Well, we're improve our equipment this year, and hopefully we can have a more consistent year. I know we had a lot of mechanicals last year. We just traveling that much, we weren't really used to it, and had some just a lot of mechanical issues we weren't used to having because of the lack of help and all that, just running short on time. And this year I think we're going to be a lot better prepared and for the traveling, know what to expect some of the tracks, and with upgrading our equipment I think we can have a good year.
In 2010, when you came on board with the Steel Block Bandits, what drew you to the series to kind of put you into the realm of the mix?
Well, I enjoyed traveling. I always liked traveling different tracks, and I remember when yourself and Calvin promoted Winchester Speedway. I knew y'all do things right, and I just knew it was going to be a top-notch operation. And it's just, I felt like it's time to change up and you know, do a little traveling, and learned a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Now, I've had the opportunity to talk to some of the other drivers about traveling versus running at their home track and how much difference that is, because you seem to have to do a little bit more homework when you're on the road because the tracks are so much different. How much of an adjustment was that for you and your race team?
It's pretty big. You know, it's when you run the same track, you run the same setup and get very similar track conditions all the time. And when you travel, you have different surfaces, different dirt makeup that, you know, whether the track dries out and hard pack or a sandy base. And there towards the end of the year, we got to where we could, you know, went some new tracks and we qualified well and was at the front. And, you know, it just a big learning curve going to the new tracks, and really got you better at knowing what to expect with it before you ever got the car on the track.
I remember talking to Kyle Merkel at the end of the year, and he was talking about how traveling makes him a much better driver because he understands his car and understands his team. Do you feel like traveling does make you a better driver when it comes down to things like that?
Oh, definitely, because I know I made a lot of adjustments to the car last year at different tracks that I would have never made here at my local track, Eastside Speedway. And it just, you learn what the different adjustments do, and actually brought some of those adjustments back and run at Eastside and improved our program there.
Now in 2011, we picked up a couple different tracks that I don't think you've ever been to: Thunder Valley Speedway, Central PA. I think you've been to Hagerstown, but we're going to some tracks that we didn't go to last year. Where do you see yourself fitting into the program and some of the adjustments that you're going to have to make for 2011?
Well, going to the new tracks definitely will be a challenge, and we have a new car this year, so not real sure, but I know just what little bit of time I've spent in the car so far, it still the changes are still consistent with what we had been doing. The car overall is a little better, I believe, and I hope we can. I think we can be at the front, get a motor program situated. We got another motor in the works, so if we get that straightened out and get it completed and in the car, I think we'll definitely be a front runner.
Joey, when you look at the schedule for 2011 out of all the tracks we're going to, which one fits your racing style the best?
It's hard not to say Eastside, because that's where I've always raced, and you know, it can never get too dry slick for me. I always liked it that way. Just that's the way Eastside usually ended up, and ran a good bit at Winchester, and that's, you know, the way it used to be. So you know, the dry slick finesse race tracks I really like. Of course, we went to West Virginia Motor Speedway, and we had a good run out there at the start of the year, and we had another good one going, and kind of got the front end knocked off the car in a little wreck error, but generally the slicker tracks favor me.
Now, Joey, when you look back here on the wall here, I'm going to kind of zoom in on this. You were talking about your 2008 season, is that correct? All those trophies that we're looking here in the camera race fans is what you won in 2008. Now, most of those come from Eastside Speedway, is that correct?
Yeah, we had 14 wins that year, and that body there is off the side of that's the body we used that year. The tall trophy on the right there, that's from the Wilson Shanks Memorial Race, and that was in September of '07. But all the other trophies there were all from 2008 season. We had 13 wins at Eastside Speedway, I think 15 fast qualifiers, and 1 win at Natural Bridge Speedway.
Joey, if I'm swinging around here, I also see some other trophies up here. What are some of these that we see up here in behind us, Joey?
The checks there, a couple of the red check areas from the Wilson Shanks Memorial Race, and we had the Extreme Series race win, and I think we got a Pepsi 100 win in there, and those are from 2009 and 2010, I believe, are all those trophies.
I also see the 2010 Beckley Motor Speedway check standing up there, and the trophy from where you picked up a win at Beckley Motor Speedway. We're not going back to that track, but do you see yourself picking up a couple wins in the Bandits this year?
Yeah, I think we definitely have the capability of doing it if everything comes together, and we don't have many mechanical failures like we did last year, and just very unusual for us to have that many mechanical failures. But it just kind of it's a lot of work and effort goes into these cars, and when you get behind a little bit, it's hard to catch up. But Beckley Speedway was probably one of the proudest wins we had, because we completely demolished the front of the car. The fella spun in front of me, and we just T-boned him, just slammed him real hard on the last lap, last corner. And of course, that was a twin 20s night, and we come out there. When the guy come by on the four-wheeler to let us know it was time to line up, we didn't even have a nose piece on the car, and we slapped it on there real quick and went out there and just kind of threw something at it on setup, and it turned out to be really good.
Joey, before we go off the air here with Glory Days Grill Turn 5 turnaround, I know some people you need to thank.
Yeah, my sponsors, Martin's Drywall, Ace Machining, B&M Products, and got to thank my crew especially. My dad, he's here. It's a full-time job for him. And then we got Donnie Dingus, Mark Smiley. I don't know who all else. It's definitely a lot of people involved in it. Got to thank Kim and just everybody that keeps us going.
Joey, what's your website?
It's levelmotorsports.com.
And when will we actually see you race for the first time in 2011?
Right now, we got to work tonight and tomorrow night, so we're not going to make it up to Winchester. But we're looking at next Saturday night at Eastside Speedway, and hopefully we'll get the car dialed in for the Steel Black Bandit season opener at Eastside. Well,
Joey, good luck in 2011. Hopefully we'll see you in Ernie D's Victory Lane. We appreciate you being a part of the Steel Black Bandit series along with Glory Days Grill Turn 5 turnaround. Thanks a lot, Joey.
Thank y'all.